plus x minus 3 plus up to so on x minus 100. The first possible question is here, find fx minimum. Second possible question is here, at what point minimum will occur. And last question is here, at how many points minimum will occur. Okay, so these three questions, please try out this particular question. In this scenario, you will assume over a particular place 3 people are standing, and in this particular scenario, you will assume over a particular place 5 people are standing, and you can solve questions based upon that only. So let's discuss few questions from sheet itself to have better understanding of all this concept. Let's start with the sheet. I hope everyone has sheet. I have already mailed you. So why don't you try out question number 1? Try out question number 1. Question number 2, question number 3, 1, 2, 3. These three questions you're supposed to try out. Question number 1, question number 2, and question number 3. So what exactly I did here? First, when you look for this particular point, then we got to know we have to decrease value by 2, and value will decrease when they are going towards their house. Yeah, I will explain once more. So see what exactly I have done here. As we already know, one person is standing here, one is standing here, one is standing here, and last one is standing here, right? Sorry, 4 persons are here. So these 4 persons are here. So let's look at the first case. When this person is not moving, others are moving here. So when others are moving, we can say this person has reached at point 3, right? This person has reached at point 3. This person has also reached point 3. This person has also reached point 3, right? So first person who is going from minus 5, this person will travel distance of 8. Person who is going from minus 4, this person will travel distance of 7, and last person will travel distance of 5. So total distance traveled by them is 8 plus 7, which is 15, plus 5 is 20 distance they have traveled here. Now we are looking for 18 here. We know 4 people are standing here, right? There are 4 people are standing here. When 4 people are standing here, we know if we take one lesser, which is 2, 3 of them will go towards their house. That means the value of function will decrease by minus 3, and one person who is standing at 3, it will go away from his house, and value of function will get increased by 1. That means at point 2, value of function will get decreased by 2, which exactly we are looking for. So right answer 1 comes out to be x can be equal to 2. Now look at another scenario. So another scenario, when this person will reach here, when this person is going, he will cover distance of 8. When this person is going, he cover distance of 3. When this person is going, he will cover distance of 1. So 8 plus 3 plus 1, total distance covered by these people will be equal to 12. Then how much is left out? 6 is left out. 6 they supposed to travel together more. So how many people are standing at point 5 minus 5? 4 people are standing here, and we want 6 people should be going there. So if we do 6 by 4, right, because every time they will move 4, so 6 by 4 comes out to be 1.5. that means it is 1.5 left hand side, which comes out to be minus 6.5. So I'm sorry, it is comes out to be minus 6.5. So at minus 6.5 they'll be getting again 18. So there are two values are possible, one is 2, other one is minus 6.5. So right answer for the given question has to be minus 6.5 plus 2, which is equal to minus 4.5. So right answer for this question is answer option C, not the answer option D. Right? So C is the right answer for this question. Now look at the next question, question number 2. In question number 2, we are looking for values of a minus 1 plus a minus 2 plus a minus 3 has to be greater than or equal to 6. So what exactly they can look for this solution set they're looking for, how many values are possible for a. Again easy question, we have to look for limiting points, and limiting points we know it is 1, 2 and 3. If I'm looking 3 over 3, this distance is 2 and this distance is 1. So over 3 we will getting distance of 3. Now 3 people are here, 3 we have already covered. Over 4 they will make the distance of, and over 4 they will make the distance of 6, because it will get increased by 3 here. So a has to be greater than or equal to 4. If you look at other way around, if you look at 1 here, right, 3, this comes out to be distance of 2 and this comes out distance of 1. So again if they will move, how much they can move here, 3, so it comes out to be 0. So another distance possible comes out to be 0. So a has to be less than or equal to 0 and greater than or equal to 4. So which answer option will you pick? A has to be less than or equal to 0 and greater than or equal to 4. So answer option again C for California is the right answer of this question. Now look at question number 3 here. In question number 3, it is given to us x minus 2 plus x minus 2 plus x plus 3 plus 5 minus x plus x minus 8 is less than or equal to 16. So again we can do this through limiting points only. Limiting points are minus 3, 2, 5 and 8. These are the limiting points. So let's look at the limiting points. If I'm looking for 16 here, so this distance, which is total 8 minus 8 plus 3, 11 distance. This distance comes out to be 6 and this distance comes out to be 3. So total distance comes out to be 20. But what exactly distance we are looking for? We are looking for distance, and we are looking for distance of how much? We are looking for distance of 16 and less than. So we are not looking for distance of 20. That means we have to reduce this. Now we know 3 people are here. 1 point in left hand side, we can say immediately it is 7. Over 7, what exactly will happen? 3 people will go towards their house, so it will decrease by 3. 1 person is going away, it will increase by 1. So ultimately decrease of minus 2 comes out to be. But how much we are looking for? Decrease of minus 4. So which comes out to be at 2 points from 8 in left hand side, which is equal to 6. So at ax is equal to 6, it will be less than equal to 16. And it will remain less than equal to 16 from 6 until we have to calculate another number. Right? So this comes out to be, right, from here to here, how much distance they have covered? 11. From here to here, this is 8, and from here to here, this comes out to be 5. So 11 plus 5 plus 8 is 24. So 24 they have already covered. So when 24 they have already covered, we know if we have to take into right hand side now. So when we are taking into right hand side, we know there are 4 people are standing here. Out of 4 people, 3 of them will go towards their house and 1 will go away. So again it will get decreased by minus 2. So minus 2 minus 2 minus 2, how many times it will decrease? So it can make it 16. Right, so it should get decreased how many times? It should get minimum 8 times. So at minus 3 it will become minus 2, decrease of 2, minus 1 again decrease of 2, 0 is decrease of 2, 1 decrease of 2, and finally 2 decrease of 2. So we have to find out ultimately at 2 how much distance they are together, they are covering here. So if you look at 2, let's look at 2. So from here to here, 6 distance. From this place to this place, distance of 3, and from this place to this place distance comes out to be 5. So 6 plus, right? So if you see 2 here, this comes out to be 5, this comes out to be 3, and this comes out to be 6. So it comes out to be 14. So 14 is there definitely. So we have to increase number by 2 only. That means we have to go towards left hand side. Now we know if I'm going left hand side, 3 will increase, 1 will decrease, so decrease of 2 will come. So we know from here at 1 it will be exactly 16. So x supposed to lie between 6 and 1. To make it, this function should be less than equal to 16 here. So right answer for this question, x will be lying between 1 and 6. So what they are looking for, how many integral values are possible? We can say 1 is possible, 2 is possible, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So 6 values are possible in this particular scenario, which is again answer option C. So C is the right answer for this question. So these questions we have discussed till now. Let's move further and discuss few more questions from the given sheet, and remaining you can try out. So question number 15 I have already discussed. Question number 15 and 16, both of them are same question, because whether you are using square or you are using modulus, both of them are exactly same. So why don't you try out question number 13 here? 1 3. It's a good question. Question number 13. So for question number 13, we have to make a few cases while solving this question. Question is given to us, modulus x plus modulus y plus modulus z is equal to 10, right? So if it is modulus is not given to us there, then it's anyway easy question, we can immediately solve these questions. But because of modulus, it is a complex one. So how will we approaching this question? You can see the first case is what, when none of them are 0. When none of them are 0, that means at least one has to be there. Then equation comes out to be x plus y plus z is equal to 10, and we can give 1 to each. So our equation becomes x plus y plus z is equal to 7, and finally comes out to be here 9c2. So 9c2 is the right answer of this question, right? So here 9c2, we got it. So how many solutions are possible for the given equation? We know 9c2 solutions are possible for the given equation. But we know it can be plus minus and plus minus. So 9c2 inside modulus can be plus minus plus minus plus minus. So we have to multiply by 8 here. So which comes out to be 288. The first case. Second case, when exactly one of them is 0. Right? One of them is 0. So when exactly one of them is 0, we can see any two of them will be equal to 10, and others are not 0. So we can immediately say y plus z should be equal to 8 after giving 1 1. So number of solutions in this particular scenario comes out to be 9c1. 9c1 into what we supposed to do here, any one of can be 0. It can be x can be 0, y can be 0, and z can be 0. So we have to do 3c1, and plus minus only in two numbers, so into 4. And finally it comes out to be two of them are 0, 0, right? So if two of them are 0, then definitely either x will be equal to 10, or y will be equal to 10, or z will be equal to 10. So number of solutions comes out to be a 6. So we finally got to know it is 6, because plus minus plus minus plus minus. So 288 is this number, and 27 into 4, which comes out to be 108, and plus 6. So summation of all these equal to 402. So how many solutions are possible for the given equation? We can say 402 solutions are possible for the given equation. The first case is what, when none of them are 0. Second case is what, when exactly one of them is 0. And last scenario is what, when exactly two of them are 0. So number of solutions of this equation is 402. So I hope you understood how will you be approaching these kind of questions. Now when you move on from these kind of questions, when maxima minima is over, because only two types of the questions will be come across, either over maxima minima or number of solutions, and both types exactly we have discussed here. Now second type of the question which you will come across, questions which are based upon area over modulus. So why don't you try out question number 17 before moving further? Try out question number 17 1 7. So question number 17 is a cat question. Try out question number 17 and discuss another questions. So question number 17, I hope you have understood. It's an easy question. So it comes out to be x plus y plus x minus y is equal to 4, right? So if you see, the solution of the equation will be like this, right? You can put x equal to 2 and y is equal to 0, or similarly you can put x equal to minus 2 and y is equal to 0, or other way around, you can put y is equal to 2 and x equal to 0. So you will get exactly 4 lines here, and 4 lines. You can see this is 2, this is 2, this is 2, this is 2, everywhere is 2. So area of this portion will be equal to 16. So it's a easy kind of questions which you will come across, in your paper. Now if I ask you a question which has come in CAT, which is the question was like this, that came last to last year. If find out the area of x minus 15 plus y minus 100, right? Find out the area if x minus 15 plus y minus 100 is equal to 4. This question they have asked. So whenever you are seeing these kind of the questions, these questions only can look complex, but when you see these types of the questions, you can easily convert these questions in different category. You can write down this question in the format of modulus x plus modulus y is equal to 4 and solve a question based upon this only. And how can you do this and why can you do this, I will explain. But if you solve this question on the basis of this, you will get this kind of the graph, which comes out to be minus 4 here, 4 here, 4 here, and minus 4 at this particular case. So we know if 4 comes out to be here and 4 comes out to be here, so area of this particular portion which we are looking for, right, 1 by 2 base into height, which comes out to be 8. This is also 8, this is also 8, and this is also 8, which is equal to 32. Area is 32. Why we can do this? Because if you see this particular graph, only your center is changing. In this particular graph, your center is 0 comma 0, but in this particular first graph, your center will become only 15 comma 100. That's the only change, but in terms of enclosed area, both of them will remain same. Let's look at 2 and 3 more questions before ending the session. Why don't you try at question number 22 and 23? These two questions, 22 and 23. You see in the given question, range for P, Q and R is given to us. So P lies between 2 and 4, Q lies between 5 and 10, and R lies between 12 and 20. This is given to us. In first question, if you see, they are looking for minimum possible value of PQ. Right, if you see here, minimum possible value of PQ plus R divided by P, which is equal to Q plus R by P. We are looking for minimum value of this. When we are looking for minimum value of this, we have to make sure R is minimum and P is maximum, because we should not worry about Q here. Q anyway we can find out, it is 5 point something, just above 5. So we have to look for here minimum possible value of P R by P, where R has to be minimum. So R supposed to lie slightly above 12 and P has to maximum, that means slightly below 4. Right, slightly below 4 we are looking for. So like this we will get 3 if I put 12 by 4, but we know it is not 3, it will come 3 point something. So minimum possible value will come 3 point something here, right? 3 point something. And Q minimum, if you are looking for Q minimum, we know it comes out to be 5 point something. So it comes out to be 8 point something. So next integral value comes out to be 9. So right answer for this question is equal to 9, which is answer option D for Delhi. I hope you understood, right? What exactly I did here, you have to look for R minimum and P maximum in this scenario. So R minimum has to be very close to 12 but slightly above 12, and P maximum has to be below 4 but very close to 4. So we have to be more than 3. So it has to be more than 3, and Q has to be more than 5. So it comes out to be more than 8, which is equal to 9. Similarly, if you look at second case, in second case they are looking for a maximum possible value. So when they are looking for maximum possible value here, which is a Q minus R by P, right? So in this case we know we are looking for maximum of Q and minimum of R by P. So minimum of R by P we already know from previous case, it has to be slightly above 3, but maximum of Q has to be slightly below 10. So it has to be slightly above 3. So finally if you see it is slightly above 3, so the maximum comes out to be, if you see maximum, we can subtraction we are looking for, so it comes out to be 6 point something. So 6 point something, we can immediately pick answer option comes out to be 7 here, which is answer option B for Bangalore. Right, here we can see it answer comes out to be B for Bangalore for the second case, and for the first case it is D for Delhi. So these are the right answer for these particular questions. So now it is your task. This portion I have already discussed. Logarithmic you can try out, because it's based upon some formula and some rules which you already know. One basic thing which I want to discuss in this sheet, the basic thing is questions based upon functions and how will you be dealing those questions. So please remember, when you are dealing with function, then if this is representing fx, then if you take a function which is using a y-axis as a mirror, so this becomes f of x. But about y-axis it becomes f of x, and about x-axis if you see, about f, it will become, right, about x-axis it will become f of x, but about origin it becomes minus f of minus x. So these are the three scenarios which you're supposed to remember. So this is a reflection, the first one is about x-axis, this is a reflection about y-axis, and finally this is reflection about object, right? So just look at only one and two question here, so you should be having idea about that. So question number 11 and 12 you can try out in same way. Look for what exactly they are looking for. It is over x-axis reflection, y-axis reflection, or it is something further reflection is there. Why don't you try out one important question which has come in CAT. So try out question number 16, 16. Right, from this sheet, try out question number 16. So we know there are these numbers are here, and last three are in HP, these three are in GP, and finally these three are in AP. This is exactly given to us. So let's go step by step and see all of them. So out of these given series, we know the possible difficult series is what? It is our HP series. So first try to deal with HP series only. So we know if 1, 2, 3 are in AP, then we can immediately say 1, 1 by 2 and 1 by 3 will be in HP. So these three C, D, E are given to us in HP. Similarly, we know B, B, C, D are in GP, and common ratio is given to us 1 by 2 from C and D. We can determine this, then B has to be 2 here. Now we know A, B and C are in a AP, then we can fix immediately A has to be 3. Now what exactly they are looking for, that we have to look into A, C and E. So we can see from here A, C, E are actually in HP. Right? So we can solve these questions very fast through this particular method. So now it is your task to finish both the sheets. Right, before we will start with the workshop, because on this Sunday we'll be having workshops over LR is HP is GP, right? I showed you it is a GP only, right? You can see from here 3, 1 and 1 by 3 it is GP. It comes out to be GP.